Howdy friends, welcome to Dr. Obi's garden. I've been growing pineapples in containers successfully over several years. In this video, I share my top 5 tips for growing pineapples successfully each time. Most of the tips shared are also useful for growing pineapples directly in the ground. Towards the end of this video, I share one bonus tip that is very critical to guarantee 100% success. Make sure you don't miss this bonus tip. Follow the tips shared in this video to grow your own pineapples and thank me later. Here are my favorite tips for growing pineapples in containers. 1. Select the appropriate top or crown. Selecting the right planting material is critical for growing pineapples from the top. Choose pineapples that have big crowns. If you intend to regrow pineapples from the tops, buy pineapples based on the size of the top rather than the size of the fruit. Use crowns that are at least 20 centimeters long and weigh at least 200 grams. Don't use tops from diseased or rotten pineapples since these will succumb to rot sooner or later. 2. Start the crown right. You can grow pineapple from the tops in two ways. The easy and lazy way involves just sticking the pineapple crown in soil. However, a more interesting and my preferred way is to first quickly root the pineapple in water before transferring to the soil. From my experience, rooting pineapple tops first before transplanting into the soil gives your pineapple an early start, and they also mature faster. I have videos that show this. Check them out with the links in the description box. Another good but trivial reason to start your pineapple growing journey by first rooting the crown in water is that you see progress much more quickly, and that can be encouraging when growing pineapples for the first time. This is because pineapples are slow growers, especially during the first few weeks, so you don't often see much leaf growth, although the roots will be growing. Rooting pineapples in water lets you see the root growth, which starts within 2 days after placing the crown in water. When the tops have grown roots that are about 2 inches long, you can move them to a container that can hold at least 15 liters of water. Such a container can hold enough soil to prevent the plant from toppling over when the plant grows big. 3. Water right. This is another critical tip that can ensure success. When watering young pineapple plants, how you water and when you water are equally important. How you water a young plant or newly planted pineapple is simple. Water directly from the top through the center. If you want to water through the soil surface, you have to bring the watering can or hose low so that the water does not splash dirt into the center or growing tip of the pineapple top. If dirt accumulates in the center or growing tip of the pineapple top, the plant may die. Even if the plant survives, growth may be slowed and new plants will start to emerge from the sides, further delaying maturity. The number of times to water pineapple plants per week depends on the soil type, the growth stage of the plant, as well as weather conditions. As a general rule, water only when the soil surface is dry. Excessive watering can cause the plant to rot and die. Now, this would be a great time to smash that like button if you enjoy this video. If you are new to this channel, kindly subscribe if you have not already done so. Make sure you click the bell icon so you don't miss our next video. Your support is greatly appreciated. 4. Fertilize your plants. The pineapple plants will stay in containers for over a year or two depending on your climate. Therefore, if you don't provide additional nutrients, they will soon run out of essential nutrients needed for proper growth and development. You can mix in compost or poultry manure into the soil or potting mix before filling the container and planting the pineapple top. If you don't use compost, you can mix in a few handfuls of complete fertilizer after planting. When using granular fertilizer or compost, apply it every 2 months until flowering and fruit development. Foliar fertilizer can also be used. This is normally sprayed at 2 to 3 weeks interval. When applying foliar fertilizers on pineapple plants, You need to apply it early in the morning or late afternoon to early evening, since that is when the stomata are mostly open. Applying a nitrogen-rich fertilizer during early growth and potassium-rich fertilizer right before flowering and fruit development would ensure that you get bigger and juicy fruits. 5. Induce flowering. Pineapples flower naturally, but this is often erratic and can take a long time depending on where you live. However, there are techniques to induce flowering in pineapples so you can get your pineapple plants to fruit faster. If you are serious about growing pineapples, you need to know this technique so you can enjoy the fruits of your labor sooner than later. The technique to induce flowering in pineapple is known as forcing, and it's pretty straightforward. You need ethylene or ethylene mimics such as ethifone to induce the flowering. You can use calcium carbide with caution, or even use banana water to also induce flowering. Check out my videos on how to induce pineapples to flower using links in the description box. Now here is a bonus point. Protect from pests and diseases. When it comes to diseases in pineapples, prevention is always better than cure. You can prevent development of diseases by applying fungicide at the time of planting and protecting the plant against pests such as aphids and mealybug which transmit diseases. Pre-planting dip in fungicide solution such as fossil aluminum can help to prevent heart rot. I've also used turmeric powder as a natural fungicide by sprinkling a tablespoonful of it in the hole before planting, and it worked to a large extent. I prevent pest attack by planting onions with a pineapple. This strategy provides onions for my meals and protection from pests such as aphids and mealybugs for the pineapple plant. Another way to prevent diseases is to use soil that has good drainage. That is all for now. Thanks for watching. Check out our other videos or see you in our next. Until then, it's adios.